If you drive a car here in the United States, or if you buy any food at any grocery store, then you need to watch this video because prices are rising for gasoline. And over the past couple of weeks, we have seen prices go up substantially. This has prompted people to send me messages asking what is going on, why is this happening at this time, and what can we do about it? Well, I'm going to address this in today's video because right now, yes, we are seeing gas prices rise, but this happens every single year. The only problem now is we are seeing gas prices rise as tariffs are also taking a toll on the US economy. Not only that, food prices are going up and everybody is absolutely freaking out. So watch this entire video and I'll explain exactly what is going on. But first, all I ask is one thing, takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. Just look at this right here. This says gas prices rise to highest level since September as oil hovers above $70 per barrel. Well, here's what you need to know. Oil, crude right now is dropping. Look at this right here. It says oil dives nearly 8% to lowest since pandemic on China's retaliatory tariffs. That happened just this morning. Oil prices are falling. Okay, this should be good, right? Well, somewhat yes, somewhat no. Here's what you need to know. Look at this. This is from gas prices from AAA. It says right now, as of this morning, gas prices are $3.26 a gallon. That's the national average. Well, here's the problem. What we are seeing is prices are rising. Look at this right here. The current average, this is as of today, $3.26 for regular. Yesterday was $3.26. It went up just a little bit. Last week, $3.15. So it went up over 10 cents. And then a month ago, it was $3.09. Okay, keep that in mind. $3.09 a month ago, and now it's $3.26. So we've gone up 17 cents in 1 month. That's pretty substantial, okay? But what you need to understand is this happens every single year. We just came into April. April 1st is normally when states move from their winter mixture to their summer mixture, okay? Their summer blend. And that's a very key piece of information. But look at this right here. It says right here, refineries are making the switch to summer blend gasoline, which is more expensive to produce. It says this is also the time of year when many refineries undergo maintenance, and those shutdown affects supply temporarily. That's a key as well. When these refineries go through the maintenance process, sometimes they're down for days, other times they're down for a week or more. But keep in mind that when they experience those shutdowns, the supply drops as well. When supply goes down and demand is steady or it goes up, well, guess what? Prices go up as well. So that's part of the reason why we're seeing an increase. Again, look at this. It says the switch to a more expensive blend comes at a time when the weather is getting warmer and drivers are taking spring break road trips. Spring break is upon us. This is spring break for many people. This week, next week, that is spring break. So many people decide to take road trips. They're going to go camping. They're going to hit the beach. They're going to go to a theme park, a zoo, go to a sporting event. This is what happens every single year. So just understand, prices were already expected to go up, and they have. Now, here's where things are getting concerning. States are now realizing that we are about to be hit with tough times, very tough times. And as a result, states realize that their tax revenue is not going to be there. So what are they doing? They're trying to figure out a way to ensure that they are not operating at a deficit, that they have a surplus of cash for this next year. So one of the things that many states are considering, and I've been reading a lot of different reports, some states are already going through this. I'll show you. Washington State is one of those states because Washington State just raised their gas tax by 6 cents. says truckers are concerned about proposed Washington gas tax increase. I want to read a little of this to you. It says right here, Washington Senate passed a bill on Saturday, this is this past week, that would increase the fuel tax an extra 6 cents per gallon with an annual 2% increase in an attempt to keep up with inflation. So to keep up with inflation, Washington State decided they're going to increase gas taxes by 6 cents a gallon. 6 cents. I drive a truck that has a 24-gallon tank. Yeah. So I am paying, what is that, $1 more in just this gas tax increase on that full tank. It's not a huge deal, but again, over the course of a year, it could add up, especially when every single driver now has to pay that 6 cent per gallon tax increase. Here's another one. Look at this. It says Oregon legislator posts first draft transportation package with gas tax hike and a pay per mile fee. It says right here, registration, title, and weight mile fees would all increase, and the gas tax would jump from 40 cents to 60 cents per gallon over 7 years. Then it would rise with inflation. Again, you think we are done paying this amount? Nope. Prices are going to keep going up. Okay? Californians expect to pay $5. Minimum $5 a gallon. That's what you should be paying. In Washington State, we should, and again, I'll show you the map right here so you can kind of get an idea. But in California, it's $4.94. That's on average. Expect to pay $5. In Oregon, it's $3.99. Expect to pay $4. In Washington State, it's $4.35. We should expect to pay $4.50 a gallon. Okay, that's what we should expect to pay because that's what's coming. But I want to show you something. Okay, this map isn't completely up to date, but I want to show you this really quick. You can see it right here. Okay, this is the map of the United States. You can see Washington State. These are the gas taxes. This is just the taxes. It doesn't accommodate for the fuel. It's just the tax. 50 cents a gallon, or 49 cents. Okay, it's increasing by 6 cents. 38 cents a gallon in Oregon. 54 cents in California. 20 cents in Texas. 36 in Nevada. Okay, you see over here, 32 cents in Florida. Illinois, 42 cents. Tennessee, 26 cents. Not bad, right? That's what we're paying in a gas tax for the states. Now, I want to show you one other thing. Okay, look at this one right here. It says Senate Environmental Quality Committee rejects a bill to reverse a 65-cent gas tax increase. Yeah, let me read a little of this to you. It says California drivers may soon face higher prices at the pump after a Senate bill aimed at reversing a 65-cent gas tax increase was voted down. It says Senate Bill 2, proposed by Republican Senate Leader Brian Jones, sought to repeal amendments to the low carbon fuel standard that would introduce a new gas blend to meet the state's emission goals, thereby preventing the gas tax. Yeah, this was voted down by the Senate Environmental Quality Committee, meaning Californians are going to be paying more. So what you need to understand right now is prices are going up. So again, if you drive a car or if you buy food, expect to pay more. Because if you drive a car, you have to put fuel in it unless it is an electric car. But for an electric cars in many states, they're increasing the registration fee that you pay every single year to accommodate for the loss of taxes. So you're going to pay that. But then if you buy food, guess what? It doesn't just grow out of the grocery store. It has to be transported to that store, meaning higher prices in fuel means higher prices in transportation. If transportation costs more, that means getting the product from a distribution center to the actual store costs more money, meaning they have to charge for it. So you will ultimately pay. So just want to leave that with you right there because I know a lot of people are wondering what in the world is going on. That is the start. Here's the next thing, and this is the potential possibility of a good thing. Look at this. It says why OPEC Plus is accelerating oil production as prices are tanking and tariffs hammer markets. What OPEC Plus decided to do is they already had a plan. They were going to increase production. They went through with that. But by increasing production means there's more supply. More supply should mean prices come down. That's the good news. But Do they change this, especially if every single market right now is tanking? Well, we're going to find it out soon enough, but that's what we know as of today. So again, if you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But as of today, that is all we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.